Oh, my dear sister-in-law, I'm trying to talk to you. I hope you're reading this right now. Please tell me that it's not true that you're working until late on the night before your brother's wedding.
Yes I am. I guess you could say that work's dragging on a little bit. The people who I'm working with at the moment are a little bit behind schedule, so I have to wait a bit longer for them to finish.
Oh, my dear Taylor, for working in such a strange place, you've got a lot of pride, don't you?
Pride? What's that supposed to mean? I don't understand what you mean by that.
You know that you don't have to be so cool and calm about it in front of me, right? All you have to say is that you're working late into the night, and that there's been a sudden change in the work schedule.
But I don't think I'd describe it as a night shift. That's not really how my work is done.
Okay, I suppose that's fine. You know it's no big deal if you can't make it to the wedding ceremony if you're going to be working all night.
Wait, no, I think you've got this a bit backwards. It's not like that at all. My work isn't going to affect me getting to the ceremony. I haven't got my parents around anymore, and if I were to not show up to the ceremony, my uncle and his family would be the only relatives on the groom's side that'll be there. By the time the ceremony starts, everything should fall into place here, and then I can attend the ceremony. Everything will work out just fine. The timing of it isn't all that bad.
Ah, okay. Is that how you think it's going to work? You don't think that you won't be able to make it?
It should be fine. Anyways, I've got to get back to work so that we can finish up here. I'll see you tomorrow, Julia.
Okay, that's not a problem. Just letting you know that you don't have to force yourself to come to the ceremony if you're really busy. An ordinary factory worker wouldn't really fit into our wedding ceremony anyways, especially being around an elite music college graduate.
Good morning, Julia. I hope you were able to rest well before your big day today. I just arrived at the wedding venue as I was able to get all my work done.
Oh, hello there. I wasn't expecting you to message me this morning. So you got here with plenty of time, then?
It may seem out of place me being here, but we're the groom's only relatives. My uncle, his family, and I are all my brother has. Thank goodness I was able to attend today. I'm really glad that I was able to get here in plenty of time.
I really didn't think you'd get here. I wonder if you're not willing to give up personality is due to you being stubborn. I'm not surprised, as you're just a high school graduate who sits at the bottom of society.
Well, good thing I didn't end up rushing during the middle of all the excitement and ruining the atmosphere of the ceremony.
Of course I agree with that. That's very true. At least you didn't do that. Ah, yes. Now I remember what I was going to ask you. I wanted to ask you to do me a favor, my dear sister-in-law.
Oh yeah? And what might that be?
Okay, so after the ceremony at the chapel, the wedding reception will be held at a different venue.
Oh, I see. I think I did know that. What about it?
My friends from the music college I attended are going to be doing some entertainment for us. So that includes singing and other performances. As one of the only representatives from your side of the family, could you sing a song in front of us and all the guests we have?
In other words, you're giving me no choice but to sing in front of everyone who was invited to your wedding?
Well, yeah, but you're cool with it, right? If it's too difficult for you to sing a song, you could always sing a nursery rhyme that elementary school students get taught.
No. I know some songs to sing. I don't need to resort to nursery rhymes. Okay, fine. I'll do it. I'll just do my best with the singing.
Oh, really? You're not joking? You're actually going to go ahead with this?
Why would I joke about it when you asked me to sing? I will even sing a special song if my brother's new wife requests it. What kind of songs do you like? Just so you can have something special sung to both of you.
Okay, now just back up a bit. You'd actually take requests if I said what I wanted to hear?
Well, yes, but it has to be within a range that I'm able to sing to without my voice cracking.
I get what you mean. Do you feel like you can't back out from this? Is that why you think you should give it your all? Okay then, how about I give you the opportunity to sing a song by that really popular singer who's releasing a lot of music right now?
A song by a popular artist, huh? Well, there's so many popular artists, so it depends. Who are you talking about?
What are you saying? Don't you know any popular songs at the moment? Well, I guess that can't be helped since you're living at the bottom of our society. Maybe you're living in a dreamland thinking that you're equal with us.
No, you're just not listening to me. There are so many popular artists right now releasing music, so how am I supposed to know who you're talking about? So would you give me a name of who you want to hear me sing to? Then I know what I'm doing.
Oh, I'm sorry, Taylor. I thought you meant that you knew no one that you could sing to. Okay, I'll give you a suggestion. There's this really popular artist that I'm talking about. Her name is Taylor, and her music videos get so many views on YouTube. She's always being constantly streamed by us higher people in society.
So Taylor is her name. You want me to sing one of her songs?
Yes, one of Taylor's songs. I don't like the fact that you share the same name as her, but surely you've heard of her, right?
Well, yeah, I do know who you're talking about, but...
Her new song just released in September, and it's being streamed like crazy. None of us can get enough of her. Her record label put out an announcement that she's going to put out a new album really soon. Actually, I'm a super big fan of hers, so I listen to her music all the time.
Yeah, I know that she's super popular. This is the first time I'm hearing that you're a huge fan of her music, though.
Her voice is incredible to hear. She can hit both the high and low notes when she sings. She sings so perfectly. All the songs she's released, she's written herself, and she's great at expressing what she writes in her lyrics. She's the absolute best singer on the planet right now. She definitely was able to get lots of singing and music practice from a prestigious school or something.
Oh, really? If she's as good as you say, then she must have gone to a really good music school.
So if you can sing a song by Taylor with doing all the things she does in her songs, I'd be super happy. Like, all you need to do is sing well.
Right, okay. I guess all I can do is my best. So what kind of song by her do you want me to sing?
Would it be weird to request that you do the song that she released in September at my wedding ceremony? I would really like to hear you sing it.
That song. Right, okay. I should be able to practice a little bit before the ceremony.
As the bride, I'm going to also perform a song for everyone's entertainment. I'll set up an order for us to do it in. You can sing after I've sung my song.
Okay, that should be no problem.
Well, I just don't think that you'll be able to sing as well as me, so it's better if I sing first so that everyone will know that I did a more memorable performance. I mean, I was the one who went to an elite music college, so I've got a lot more experience than you. Hey, as long as we have fun and you make everyone laugh, that's the main things. You can make us laugh with your off-pitch notes. It doesn't matter too much if you're off-key a little bit. You'll do great. I can't believe what just happened. You've got some explaining to do. What the heck was that performance?
What are you talking about? Did something happen? Didn't you enjoy the song that I did for you?
What the heck happened? I wasn't expecting that voice to come out of you. I was shocked to see you when you came up to the front. My sister-in-law. Please, tell me you're not the real Taylor I was talking about earlier. Are you?
Well, it's actually true. I'm the real deal, Julia. My label said that it was fine for me to show up to my brother's wedding ceremony and perform. They said it was fine to show my face to the guests, including my new sister-in-law. You did request for me to perform at your ceremony, after all.
What the heck is going on? I'm in such shock. I had no idea you were the real thing. I thought you were just some high school dropout that works at a factory, but you're a singer with a huge following.
I quit my job at the factory about 2 years ago when I knew I could do better with the life I was given.
What do you mean you quit your job to pursue singing? Is that true? Are you serious?
I guess I'll explain myself. My parents passed away in an accident in the fall of my first year at high school. It was a devastating blow to our family. I was thinking of getting a job so that I could work and earn money so that my younger brother could go to college. Nowadays, I can make a living from streaming my videos on YouTube, and I also get requests for other work I can do. So it can be a little difficult to balance both. So now I'm just doing one thing, which is being a full-time singer. The reason why I was working late last night was because I was performing elsewhere.
But the entertainment you gave today, surely someone put something in the microphone to make you sound that good. I didn't think that you could sing like that even though you didn't go to a college for music.
Well, if you're saying something like that happened, you were the one using the microphone before I was when you were singing.
Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean?
I'm talking about you using the microphone before me. Then once I used it, you were using it again, so it just makes me wonder if something was done by you. The only person who was messing with the mic was the staff member who sprayed it with disinfectant between our performances.
Then it must have been the staff member who did something to the microphone to make you sound good.
You're accusing me of this even though you said that you were a huge fan of my videos and music? But as soon as you found out who I really was, your excitement kind of disappeared, did it not?
Well, after all, you're basically a fraud. Taylor would definitely have to have graduated from a music college to be able to even sing in front of all the guests. All you are is a high school graduate that had no future. You used to work at a factory, for crying out loud. You're just a fraud. Stop pretending to be someone you're not.
Well, I can see why you doubt me, but it still doesn't make me feel great. I'm going to do a live broadcast in 3 days' time, so if you tune in to watch me, then surely you'll believe everything you're hearing and seeing.
You're doing a live performance? Online? In 3 days? Are you for real?
Yes, I am. I think I'll head home now. I don't think it's a good idea to attend the after party. I don't want to make any more of a ruckus since it's your wedding and you both should celebrate in peace. Julia? It's Taylor. I just wanted to ask you something. I kind of need to know what you said last night. Why did you make such a fuss about my schooling and my background yesterday at the after party? Why did you say that I was lying about it?
So what? Why are you questioning me about it? So what if I mentioned it to a few people? I'm not the one who's lying to everyone around them. I only told people the truth about what's going on with you. You can't blame me just because I found out that you were only a high school graduate and that you worked in a factory. It's worse when you lie about going to a prestigious music college and falsifying your academic background for everyone to hear. The people who were so hyped up at the wedding over you will look back and think how much of a liar you are and not want to be fans of your music anymore.
Okay, I get what's going on here. I obviously didn't check what was being said about me, and that's the answer that I'm left with.
Huh? What do you mean? I don't understand what you're talking about. You're completely confusing me.
You know, Julia, there's just a little fact that I'm going to mention to you before this all gets out of hand. In a previous Q&A video I posted online, I talked about how I had to drop out of high school halfway through and start working because of the terrible circumstances my family faced. I never mentioned anything about going to some music college. I know I never went, but it doesn't mean I can't sing.
Huh? What video? A fan actually asked you about how you got to where you are today? I've got no idea what you're talking about.
But then you started stirring up things at the after party by telling people that I never went to music college and that I'm just a lowlife that didn't manage to graduate high school and had to work to earn money. When I think a lot of people know that to be true. You're the one who misinterpreted everything about me. For all the people who have seen the video, they wondered why someone would say something like that. They must be jealous of your success.
I haven't got a clue what you're on about, Taylor. I never really meant anything by what I said. I was just speaking the truth. What's the matter with that? So, when you actually think about it, I didn't really cause any damage to you at all. Not to your personality, your background, or your career, right? I can't believe what's happening to me now. This isn't fair. I think I'm going to get a divorce handed to me by your brother.
Huh? What are you talking about? What's going on?
I think this is because of the live broadcast that you're doing.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. I told my brother what you tried to do to me. You were trying to make a huge fuss about me lying about my academic background without even thinking about the fact that I had already admitted it to millions of fans. And that I mentioned that as well. In my broadcast, I mean.
So he found out what I said? You told him? How could you do this to me? I'm his wife. He doesn't need to know those things that I said.
Maybe because it's important and I talked to my brother about these sorts of things now that our parents are gone. I guess my brother discovered what you said just as I was about to send that comment you mentioned to me, but I didn't have my phone on me to do that. I really wanted to, though.
Because I had no idea that Taylor, who I was a huge fan of, hadn't graduated from music college but hardly graduated from high school. Plus, you stood out way too much at my wedding and took the spotlight off of me. You made a fool out of me. How could you do that to a fan?
But think about what you did in the first place, Julia. As a singer, I never said that I graduated from a music college. A lot of singers actually don't go to music college, by the way, these days. In a magazine article that I did, I introduced my background to the readers so they could get to know me better. I wrote that I had entered the workforce after I dropped out of school so that I could get my younger brother into college and that I could make a living. I never once lied about my education or my background. I've got no reason to lie, so I didn't appreciate what you said to me, so I told my brother.
Then why is it that my sister-in-law talked about going to university to study music in the first place? You've made everything for me so confusing.
Oh, right. I guess I will explain that now. My brother told me that every time you watch my videos, you used to ask what university I went to study music. And then he said that I didn't, but you never listened as you were too focused on what you actually wanted to believe was true.
Huh? What are you saying? I don't understand what's going on anymore. I'm so confused. Do you really think that I'd be that stupid?
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it could be that you judged people solely based on their academic background and just believed that I went to a music college.
What? What do you mean by that? I do nothing of the sort. I'm a good person. I'm not judgmental at all. How could you say something like that to a fan? How can you accuse me of something like this? I'm just trying to get the truth of all this.
I've already told people the truth. You're the one that turns their nose up if they haven't come from a wealthy background. There are no facts about me in the magazines or online that I went to music college. Stop saying that I've lied to my fans when I didn't. I've been nothing but truthful. I've never falsely stated that I've attended a music college. I learned how to play and write music all by myself. I made a public statement to my fans that I was a high school dropout and that I worked for a while before starting my music career. How many times do I have to explain this before it gets through your thick skull? Stop trying to sabotage me! If you start leaving any more comments online about me and my history that I've been truthful about, you'll hear about it from my label. You'll be the one getting burned from all of this, not me. I've done nothing to you, but you've tried to embarrass me in front of my fans in the music world. You should be grateful that my brother isn't doing any more than divorcing you for how you've treated me.
But, it was obviously a mistake. He shouldn't be divorcing me over this. It was just a simple mistake. I can fix it.
Otherwise, apart from what I just told you, I've got nothing else to say to you anymore.
But please, Taylor, you've got to help me out here. Make your brother see sense that I just made a mistake about you and that I'll make it up to him somehow. I still want to be married to him, and I'm a huge fan of you and your music. I just made a mistake is all.
Even if I wanted to help you, I wouldn't after all the trouble you went through to try and sabotage my career. I've worked hard to do what I've done and get my brother into school. And happy. I think it's better for you both to get a divorce so that it can all blow over and we can all move on.
Are you kidding me right now? You're just going to let this all happen to me? But I'm a fan. I thought your fans were important to you. I don't understand.
Well, I just stated what I wish to happen, so I don't think I want to help someone who tries to sabotage their inspiration. If you want to change the outcome, you need to talk to my brother and come to some sort of conclusion. I wish you luck, but I don't see you being in our family. I ended up not telling Julia what the plan was for the wedding, but it was originally my brother's idea for me to sing at their wedding ceremony. He said that she was a huge fan of mine and that he wanted it to be a surprise. He ended up apologizing to me as the outcome turned out to be the exact opposite of what he was expecting. But that's not his fault. As a result of this, him and Julia got divorced. From there, Julia was even more aggravated by the fact that I never went to college to study music, and that I was only a high school dropout. She began searching for a highly educated and rich man. Apparently, he graduated from a university overseas called Oxford. He ended up earning a lot of money per year. And in conclusion, he committed marriage fraud against Julia. He was later arrested, but she was left with a huge amount of debt. She ended up in a demanding job to pay off the debt. The job has got nothing to do with her being some elite college graduate.
Hi, Vito. Are you awake yet?
Oh, hi, Elena. Good morning. What? Where'd you go?
I'm really sorry. I was suddenly called by an acquaintance, so I hurried and left the hotel.
What, an acquaintance? You have an acquaintance here in Milan? And why did this acquaintance of yours have to call you during our honeymoon anyways?
I'm sorry. It's really complicated, so I'll explain to you later. Hopefully, it's nothing and I can come back right away. I'm at K Station right now, by the way.
That's the nearest station to our hotel, right?
Anyways, I have to go now. I'll come back by afternoon.
I don't quite understand, but it seems like an emergency.
It kind of is. Bye. I'm really sorry I have to go at a time like this.
It's alright, I can wait. Monia, good morning, my dear. I have some good news.
Good morning, dear Vito. What's the matter? Are you supposed to be on a honeymoon with your wife?
Well, you see, she won't be here until afternoon. Some acquaintance of hers in Milan suddenly told her to come and meet them, it seems.
What? Really?
Yep. Apparently she had some emergency she needed to take care of. So she wasn't there when I woke up.
Yay! Does that mean we can be together until she returns and...
Yep. We can do whatever we want until she comes back. Your room number is 1103, right, Monia?
Yeah, it is. I was so lonely on my own last night. I can't go to sleep without you, honey.
Sorry. You know that I have to pretend to be my wife that I love her. All I could think about last night was you. I'll come to your room right now. Why don't we make love until Elena comes back, honey?
Yeah, I'll be waiting, darling.
Elena, is it true that you were brought to the hospital? You got into an accident near the crossroads at a station, right? I was wondering why you wouldn't come home after you just suddenly left like that. Just what in the world are you doing? Hey! Did you hurt your hand so you can't reply or something?
Hi, Vito. Yep, I got in an accident. Me and my acquaintance were hurriedly crossing the street, but we were so distracted that the streetlight was red and... Luckily, the car wasn't going at that fast of a speed since it was on a small road, though.
Oh, Elena, I was so worried about you. The police suddenly called me and my heart skipped a beat when they said that you got into an accident and were hospitalized. I was so relieved when they said that it was nothing fatal, though. Were you injured badly?
Yup, I was hit by a car. How wouldn't I be badly injured? My hands are fine so I can text, but I broke some bones in my legs. I guess this means our honeymoon has to be cancelled as well.
Damn, but we were so looking forward to visiting the Milan Cathedral. I guess it can't be helped, though. You're at S General Hospital, the one in the same city as the hotel, right?
Yep, it's a real shame that our trip has to be cancelled. Don't worry about having to pay for the hospitalization expenses. I'll take care of it on my own. Sorry, I know we're in the middle of our honeymoon.
What? Are you sure you're only gonna pay for all of it on your own? Isn't that gonna cost thousands of euros or something? I mean, if you insist, I'm not gonna stop you though. Anyways, visiting hours are about to be done for today, so I'll visit you as soon as I can tomorrow. Do you want me to bring anything for you? Some snacks or something?
I don't think the doctor's going to allow you to just bring me food. And I already have my bag with my phone and wallet, so it's fine. I'll see you tomorrow afternoon then.
Hey, Monia. My honey. I have some good news again.
What is it? Did your wife get into an accident and die or something?
Unfortunately, no. And besides, you shouldn't be saying things like that. It's rude, even if she is just my wife. But she did get hospitalized.
Oh, alright. I'll be more careful with my words from now on. But did she really get hospitalized? We're so lucky.
Yeah, apparently she didn't notice that the street light was red and was hit by a car. What an idiot, am I right? I told her I would be visiting her as soon as visiting hours start tomorrow. I don't really want to, but I have to since I need to pretend that I love her. And it would be strange for a husband not to visit his wife when she just got into an accident. But this means that we can be with each other until then, honey.
I'm so happy, darling. This is basically our honeymoon now, right?
I guess. If this is our honeymoon and not me and my wife's now, then would you like to stay at our room? Room 1310 tonight.
That sounds wonderful. I'll be there immediately, darling. I'm so excited. That means that I'm officially better than her, right?
I guess, but you were always better than her, Monia. The only reason I married her is because she would do what I say and would even work on top of doing housework. Alright then, I'll be waiting for you in the state that I was born in, honey.
Hey, Vito. So are you really going to go visit your wife?
Yeah, I have to show myself at least once, you know. I feel that a husband not going to visit his wife in the hospital is going to be a problem in the future.
I understand, but I'll get lonely, Vito.
Me too. I'll get lonely too. I get so lonely whenever I leave you. But I have to leave because my wife will get suspicious if I don't come and visit her.
Darling, oh, how I wish we could be together without having to worry about your wife. All right, go and visit her, but come back as soon as you can. I'll be waiting for you in the bed.
Honey, alright, I've decided. I'll come up with some excuse and tell Elena I won't be able to visit her.
You can do that? What kind of excuse are you to make up that's going to war and not visiting your wife right after she got into an accident? Oh, I know. Why not just say that you caught a cold or something and can't visit her, or she might be sick. Or she might get sick. It's believable, and there isn't going to be any evidence that you weren't actually sick when she comes back, right?
That's a good idea, but what if she calls me with face chat or something? Not only will I have to look sick, but I'll have to sound sick as well. She might see through my acting. But I have an even better idea than yours. You see, my mother also happens to be on vacation.
Oh, really? At the same time as you and your wife's honeymoon? What a coincidence. Don't tell me she followed you or something.
I called my dad the first day of our honeymoon. And apparently, Mom just suddenly decided to go on a trip of her own. But you've just said what I was gonna say myself, honey. I'm gonna pretend that Mother secretly followed us to Milan, and that I'm currently arguing with her since she wants to go on a trip with us. This is gonna cause some tension between the two of them, and... Yep, I think it will work. Sorry, Elena. I was intending to visit you as soon as visiting hours started, but I think it's gonna be impossible.
Why? What's the matter? Did something happen?
Well, you see, I've got a bit of a problem right now. Mom chased us all the way here, and we're having a disagreement right now.
What? Your mother?
You know, she's one of those mothers who wants to go with a newly married couple on their honeymoon. I told her you were hospitalized after an accident, and then she told me that I should just go with a trip on her instead. At this rate, Mom is going to hijack her honeymoon.
I broke my legs, so it was going to be canceled either way, though. It doesn't really matter whether your mom hijacks our honeymoon or not now. Besides, sorry, that was nothing. Why not just go on a vacation with your mom now? I mean, you're already in Milan, so why not?
Huh? Yeah, that's true, but you're being hospitalized there, right? If we don't cancel, then we can stay closer to each other for the duration of our stay. Obviously, I would rather be with you than with my mom, Elena.
I see.
Either way, I'm gonna settle things with Mom no matter what. I'm not gonna let her hijack her honeymoon.
Vito, there's something I need to tell you. Your mom is currently at my room apologizing on her knees, even though she's covered in bandages.
What? She's covered in bandages and apologizing to you? My mom? Did you get confused or something? I said my mom followed us here, and I'm currently arguing with her.
Don't try lying to me. She's literally in the same room as me right now. She kept apologizing to me on her knees, but she shouldn't put pressure on her injuries. So I had her stop, though. Do you know what this means, Vito? Do you understand now? This means that she got into the accident as well.
What? Oh, don't tell me. The acquaintance you were gonna meet yesterday was...
Yes, I went to meet your mother yesterday because she said there was something extremely important that she needed to tell me.
What is the meaning of this? Dad said that Mom suddenly decided to go on a trip on her own. What, so she really did follow us on our honeymoon?
I guess that she did follow us if you look at it one way, but she's not one of those mothers who come to bother the married couple, okay? In fact, I might have been forced to live a life of hell if it wasn't for her.
Huh? What? I don't really know what's going on. What do you mean you might have been forced to live a life of hell?
Ask your honey, why don't you?
What? But you're my honey, Elena.
Stop trying to play dumb. I know everything about it now. Her name was Monia, right? It seemed that she tried to get my contact information from you, but instead she got your mom's by accident. She sent her a bunch of messages talking about how she was going to steal you from me and how you love her more.
Huh? Why would Monia send my mom texts like that? And how did she even get my mom's contact information in the first place?
So you admitted that you cheated on me with her. I guess she spammed the wrong person with text. Your mom was receiving these texts every day and decided to tell me about it after I got back from her honeymoon. But apparently this Monia followed us here and was meeting you while we weren't together. Your mother deeply regretted not telling me about your adultery sooner and hurriedly followed us to our honeymoon destination.
Damn it, but I was sure he wouldn't get caught. I even went out of my way to take extra precautions.
It seems you weren't careful enough, which was lucky for me, I guess. Anyways, as we were hurrying across the road after she had suddenly told me to meet her, the two of us got into an accident. We were sent to the same hospital and even the same room. That's what happened.
What? I didn't know any of this was happening. But why would Monia get the wrong ID from my phone?
What?
Oh, I gave Monia my mom's name as your name.
Why would you do that?
I thought it would help to prevent us from getting caught. I don't think me and Monia have any mutual acquaintances, but just to be sure, I thought...
I see, so it backfired on you. Anyways, don't come to the hospital, alright?
Why not?
Do you intend on starting a scene with someone who's neither mentally nor physically well? Your mom says she doesn't want to see you either.
Mom is mad at me too? But...
Mad is an understatement. She's practically livid and says that she's even thinking of cutting ties with you. Oh, and by the way, it seems your father's going to come and see you.
Dad is here too?
Of course. The two of us are stuck in the hospital for the time being, so we had him come to catch you. I'm not going to let you escape, alright? I'm not letting you get away without paying an alimony first.
Monia.
Oh, hi, darling. Are things all right over there? I just took a shower. I can't wait any longer.
Things aren't alright. Something terrible has happened. To think that I would get caught after all those precautions I took.
What?
They found out about us. What the hell do you think you're doing?
Huh? Darling? Why are you suddenly mad at me? I'm getting scared. What do you mean they found out about us? Did I do something wrong?
Shut up, you moron! This is all your fault. Apparently you told my wife about our relationship.
Oh, that? Why didn't you just say it was about your wife finding out about a relationship in the first place? That's what you meant when you said they found out? You're so overdramatic, Vito. Gosh. I told your wife about a relationship because I was confident that you loved me more than your wife. I was just so proud about it that I had to tell her. I couldn't help it. It's not my fault that I love you so much.
That's not a reason to tell her about our relationship. Now that my wife found out, I'm probably gonna have to divorce her. Do you know how much money that woman makes? Apparently she runs her own business or something. Listen, the only reason I started going out with you in the first place is because my wife is often busy with work and I had no other women to hold in my arms. You wouldn't make a good wife, Monia. Why do you think I went out of my way to hide our relationship from her? And not just divorce her and be with you instead? Besides, the person you were sending those texts wasn't my wife, but my mother. You got it wrong because I told you my mother's name was my wife's name because I thought it would prevent us getting caught.
Huh? I'm not fit to be a wife? But darling, I love you so much. Who cares if your wife makes a lot of money or something? We don't need it in the first place.
Of course I care. She earns nearly twice as much money as I do.
What? Wait, so your wife makes even more money than you do? Just who is she?
I told you she runs a business. But that's not the point. Why would you send those texts to my wife in the first place? Are you out of your goddamn mind?
Well, why don't we just calm down? Everything's all right. You're gonna be the next CEO of a company, right? Who cares if they ask us to pay an alimony? A few tens of thousands of dollars is nothing to you, right?
What?
Right? Why not just divorce her if she already found out? You're going to marry me immediately anyway, so who cares if you get divorced?
Hold on. What are you talking about? Who said I was soon gonna be a CEO?
Huh? What do you mean? You're going to be the next CEO of A corporations, are you not, darling? Your dad is the current CEO, and if I marry you, I'll be able to live in that mansion, right? I'm looking forward to it.
Wait, me and the CEO just happen to have the same last name, Girardi. But apparently it's quite a rare name. So who knows, maybe we had the same great-great-great-grandfather or something.
What? Are you kidding me right now or something, Vito?
I'm not kidding. He's not my father. He's not even a relative as far as I know.
What did you say? Do you think this is some fucking joke or something? So you're saying that I won't become the celebrity wife of a CEO? What did I do all this for then? All my work the past 6 months was for nothing?
What? Monia? You don't sound like your usual self. What's wrong? Hold on. Don't tell me that the only reason you approached me in the first place was because you thought I was the son of the CEO. I thought that we loved each other.
Of course it was the only reason. And no, I don't love you, and I never did. I was always just pretending. Your constant honeys and darlings honestly made me want to throw up. I only went along to get you to like me, so don't get that mistaken. If I hadn't thought you were going to be a CEO, then I would never have a sex with a man like you. You're just an old man in his 40s.
What did you say to me? Wait, that's why you sent those texts to my wife, didn't you? Well, you sent them to my mother by accident, but you were trying to get us divorced so that you could be my wife instead, right?
So what if I wanted to get you divorced? It wasn't my fault that I thought you were the son of the CEO of A corporations. Why didn't you tell me about this sooner? God damn it. I messed up bad. My only hope is to find another man. But what am I going to do about the alimony? Your wife is obviously going to make me pay one. Seriously, this is your fault.
Shut your mouth, slut! Fine, I know what I need to know.
What?
I'll pay your alimony for you.
What? Really?
I'll probably lose all my money, though. I'll probably have to quit my job as well.
I don't care about that. I don't actually care about you, remember?
But I have a condition. I'll pay your alimony for you, but you have to marry me.
Vito? Are you alright? You sound a bit strange.
If it comes to this, then I'm gonna take you with me on this ruined road that is now my life.
What?
We're bound together by destiny! You're gonna be my woman for the rest of my life, whether you like it or not!
Huh? Have you seriously gone insane or something? The woman Vito cheated on me with, Elena, is 19 years old. Apparently she had cut ties with her parents and siblings and went on her own to the capital, dreaming of marrying someone rich and famous. The first man she met was Vito. Apparently they met at Vito's workplace, as Elena had gotten a job to support herself until she married someone rich and famous. They worked at A Corporations, a company that produces household appliances, and whose CEO's last name is Gerhardi, same as Vito's. Thus, either by cruel coincidence or by fate, the two were brought together, and Elena set her plan of seducing Vito and stealing him from me in motion. This plan of hers was executed perfectly. After all, she did get us a divorce. Except for the fact that she made the crucial mistake of thinking that Vito was the CEO's son. Given her situation, the only person she could count on after the incident was Vito, who was 20 years older than her. Vito's parents and siblings cut ties with him as well. And so the two, having no one else to rely on, promised to stay together, even though there was no love between them and only hate. If that isn't hell, I don't know what is. They moved together to the new house that Vito had bought, which was supposed to be ours. Vito didn't lose his job at the end of the day, even though for some reason he thought that he would have to quit. Vito provides for the two of them, while Elena on the other hand just stays at home, sometimes doing housework, and probably always thinking about how she might one day get to divorce Vito and marry an actual celebrity. I, on the other hand, had them pay an alimony up front and got divorced with Vito, and that was the end of it for me. I only see the two of them falling into poverty and messing up their lives in the future. But I honestly don't care anymore, so I'm going to do my best to forget about this whole ordeal.